President Trump's decision last month to impose steep tariffs on Chinese imports prompted Beijing's public nationalist backlash, featuring images of Mao Zedong and condemnations of imperialists, though Chinese officials privately grew alarmed about the economic fallout and risk of global isolation. As other trading partners began striking deals with Washington, behind the scenes a combination of economic strain, increased outreach by U.S. envoys, and a noticeable softening in Trump's rhetoric convinced China to dispatch Vice Premier He Lifeng for preliminary talks in Geneva. Negotiations were hampered by deep-seated distrust. Beijing bristled at a late April U.S. letter demanding firmer action on fentanyl precursors, and officials disagreed over which Chinese representatives were senior enough to merit U.S. engagement. Interviews with nearly a dozen anonymous officials reveal for the first time that disagreements over protocol and jurisdiction significantly delayed the Geneva meeting arrangements. Scott Kennedy of CSIS noted both sides were balancing toughness with a desire not to sink the global economy, underscoring how economic and political imperatives intertwine to shape China's decision. On April 30th, a state-affiliated blog signaled a shift in tone, acknowledging that the U.S. had proactively reached out to China through multiple channels, setting the stage for face-to-face talks. Internal data showing factory closures, downgraded growth forecasts, and warnings from investment banks about potential job losses heightened Beijing's urgency to avoid being left out as Vietnam, India, and Japan moved ahead with their own U.S. negotiations. In parallel, China announced fresh monetary stimulus and prepared to buy more U.S. liquefied natural gas, while Premier Li Qiang readied visits to Southeast Asian and Arab nations to shore up alternative markets. Despite these concessions, Chinese officials downplayed expectations for major breakthroughs in Geneva, viewing the encounter largely as pre-negotiations to clarify U.S. demands and red lines.